choose package. Get us this bad boy right here. Let's go set up my server. This is gonna be without any shared files or adding JSONs or anything like that. This is basic server config for 2025 on how to set up your DayZ server so that you get optimized performance on your server. After this is installed, we're going to open it up. Emissions folder is probably not installed yet. It's still installing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come set up a host name. So we're going to do MakeDayZGreatAgain 1000x project Jackalope. This will be a no mod server. There will be no mods. No mods unless a trader added. Password will be Josie's mom. Just nobody will guess that, right? Archon password we're gonna set to leave it like that for right now. Yeah, that sounds good. Or you can just go like this and just, what was that one? I don't know. I'm not going to use Archon password at this time. We're going to load Chernarus. Reduce log output. We're going to cancel that. Freeze check. 1 in 5 minutes. Log player list. Let's do log all these. Which is PC. I honestly don't really care about that. Personal light. Enable COT gameplay, yes. Alright, that's all we're gonna need to do in general settings, depending on how you want it set for yourself. And then I'm going to pause for right now, and then when we get back, I'll be back right here on this page when this has loaded. Alright, so we got our standalone file here now. We're going to load this, well, let's see if there's a log file first. No log file yet. So, getting NP missions and being able to load the server just initially right away, I am going to look over here at this. And we're going to start with Chernarus Plus. Why is the brand new server resetting? I'm not sure. Maybe it'll load an RPT. After that, your RPT is your server's report logs and boot up processes. So these are going to be all the same as console, except we're missing initC, and they have map group dirt. Other than that, everything else is the same, right? So we're going to go through and find everything that we can that would, this pertains to console and PC, so this will optimize the connection for everything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to FileZilla, and I'm going to be editing things on Notepad and stuff like that. So right now I'm going to go and I'm going to link my FTP to FileZilla, and then I'll be right back after that. Alright. So, this is our log file here, yeah? So I'm going to save this RPT log, and then I'm going to go through and show you what to do to set up your DayZ server to make it run better and not have all these damage system warning messages and things like that. To optimize your server's performance with running. There's lots of issues here already, I can see. So I'm going to go over to FileZilla. I'm going to go with, oh, not that one. I'm going to go with Chernarus. And we're going to start by going through these files right away and I'm going to remove the things that I should remove. Like this vehicle transit bus line right here does not need to be in there because it is a vanilla error. And as I do with everything, I go and replace all these spaces in all the XMLs because they cause performance issues. So you replace that. To close event spawns, we're not going to need to do anything else in there unless we make anything cool or new. We're going to go replace all those lines in every file that is an XML file. Get rid of those spaces. And we're going to go through and we're going to remove all these mention outs, because if they are mentioned out of your server, they do not need to be in your server. This is how to optimize your server to 100% run better than everybody else's. Just off the bat, brand new Nitrado server. You don't ever want to have those. Don't ever want to have those mention outs. They cause search over time performance issues with your server. Replace all. Got 11 in here. I'm going to go through and remove every one of these markups because they cause issues. Especially if you got a lot of them and you're having like delayed doors in your server and stuff like that and issues with cars. It's going to be, and you don't have any other issues, you don't know why it's going on. It's going to be, you got too many things causing processing issues in your server's files. Which you don't want to have anything causing these in your files. It's gonna take forever. A lot of tedious little things you gotta do. It's a lot of time consuming things. While we're in event groups, we're gonna look for the error that comes in event groups, and I'm gonna show you that. This is a brand new missions file installed from Nitrado for a DayZ PC server. Yeah, so the next long one I do where I'm deleting these and it takes a lot of time. I'm gonna pause my stream. That way it's not just a big gap of nothingness, just me talking and taking these out in the middle of this video. Alright, now we got rid of all those. I'm going to save the file, but before I leave event groups, I am going to search for one of these, but it's going to look like this. No? Alright, so I know it's attached to a trailer DE. No, alright. Where is it? Trailer. So I'm just gonna search trailer. Did they take that out? There was a damn vanilla error in here. I'm gonna scan this just to make sure because I found it in most files still. Is it trailer or tractor? Maybe tractor. Unless they fixed it, which I think they might have. They might have fixed it. There was in a lot of people's files. There's an extra end tag and a tractor thing. It's making it looks like this. It's just sitting there just like that. I'm pretty sure. So I'm gonna go through and actually do what I was doing with these and replace all in this file, no occurrences, and then I'm going to search for something like this. Yeah, no, it looks like it's been taken out, but just be mindful that there is an end tag on the end of a tractor DE event that's a vanilla error that has an extra one of these. It's a common issue in a lot of people's files. So now we got this done. I'm going to go back over here and save that for event groups. Just going to have a look in here. I don't think I need to change anything in here. Replace all. Looks like there is some things to replace in here. Get rid of all this weird gapping. Get rid of these greens. We don't need them. If it needs to be mentioned out, it doesn't need to be in the files, causing problems. This is what everybody's just been like, no, can't be. But it is. It is. Alright, got that. Let's see spawnable types. Tons of them. Yeah. Let's replace those. Go for these. Look for these. Get these out of here. And you saw all those load issues with the RPT, how it looked all crazy and everything. This changes your RPT because I'm fixing my issues in RPT by removing the things that are causing issues. These markouts are causing issues. In the vanilla files, those spaces and the end tags are causing performance animation issues with your movement indoors. It's all a part of the cookie, and if the cookie's broken in pieces, it's not going to crumble the right way like everybody else's, right? So if you have the cookie that's still hard, still not, it's just sat there and it's got the same files, not changing it all the time because you don't know what you're doing. You're in here doing this, and then you set it up and you put it up, and you know how to work on your files. You know how your server's supposed to be, because now you can see and learn how to do it through your RPT log file. Got 4 more of these to go. We got rid of those spaces, right? Got rid of those spaces. We're going to get rid of all these spaces. These are technically spaces. Spawnable types, go to random presets. Let's just go find these now. These are the issues with the Nitrado servers right now. Is the coding comes like this because it's a service that you're paying for, and they didn't explain much with the coding, so they added in as much information as they could. But what we learn is where you are now is on YouTube. So I mean that's the way to go with things. And if you have people that are not sharing the right information or secretly gatekeeping things like RPT information, like Josie Garfunkel just did for 4 years and used people for financial gain and profiteering. I mean, that's the negativity and the outlook of DayZ that I don't want to have stay in the community for the next 5 more years, you know. Just want a better tomorrow for DayZ so that people don't have to suffer through their release and their free time of being able to get away from real life problems and come and have to deal with real life problems on their game that they want to enjoy. We game to have fun and have a release from real life things, not be attacked and harassed by people on a video game. But let's see here. So your CFG gameplay, as you can see, brand new server, comes as 1.2.2 version on your files. So that's a lot of your DayZ animation folders. I'm not going to get into this detail. You guys have already had enough breakdowns of all this CFG gameplay. I'm just adding in the things that need to be fixed when you get a new server. It's automatically set to version 1.2.2 on your animation files for DayZ. So you need to update that every update to the current version, to which we are at 1.2.6 version right now. Let's save this. I'm going to start closing these too. And we're going to save that. Mapgrouppos. We're going to do the same thing everywhere. Everywhere. We're going to get rid of all these spaces. And then... And then we're going to go do types. And then all I have to do is reset the server. And we should be fine. And we'll see in the proto, we'll compare them. It'll be a big, huge improvement. And without even clicking on the server, without even going into it, I guarantee there is movement improvements. If you do these things on your server, after you have movement issues and freeze lag and doors delayed and things like that, I want you to come back and leave a comment and let me know if removing these spaces helped your server. And I can guarantee it did. Because this is the main concern with the servers and your character movement and your lag check and your cars bouncing around and just all kinds of stuff, man. People accusing each other of lag switching on community servers. It's not lag switching, you're just lagging, bro. They're lagging. They're lag switching because he's actually lagging, or you're lagging. Alright, so we got mapgrouppproto. Let's go back and get us another one. Let's get that cluster 4. Cluster 4, we're gonna save. By doing this, I'm removing like 500,000 freaking extra spaces in the server's files. You know, it doesn't need to be in there. And if you notice, I'm only doing it to XML files. I haven't been in here yet. I just wanted to see what was in there. Nothing. It's an empty file. Alright, effect area as a JSON. Let's do cluster proto. Look at all that. Let's get these out of here. Looks like there's going to be a bit of those. Let's just search them. All things that do not need to be in the server and cause performance issues. We are almost done though. Place all on that. Almost there. Down to the last 5. We're going to replace all 0 occurrences and types because none of these have these spaces. So there's no reason for the rest of the files to have the spaces. If your server reads initially off of your types file to go to everything else, there's no reason why the spaces should be missing in your types file and them to be in every other file. There's no reason for that at all. Alright, so we got that. These are all just, this is the basic stuff you learned over the last few years. If you're a new server owner, then this is just things that you globals you set up to do times in your servers and stuff like that. Like loot damage, min max, spawn avoidance, cleanup times for things, animals, zombies, dead players. This is your log in and out timer here. Time log out and in, time penalty, world wet temp on and off, zombie max count, zone distance, food decay on or off. This is those kind of things are here in globals. That's how you set that up. Alright, this is to do soft wipes and things like that. We don't have anything to do in there for initial setup. This is something I do like to show people though, because this is how to set up your in-game messages for your server. This is what it's always yelling at you that it needs something. So you just open it up by getting rid of them stupid little things that cause issues, right? And we're gonna go make this look as clean as possible. Yeah. So server name, this server will shut down in T-minus minutes. This means it'll reset in 600, it'll reset every 600 minutes. Your name, this server, this means that it'll you're playing on this server, thank you. The repeat will repeat every 15 minutes. This is a 10-minute delay from connecting to server, so you'll get the message about the website 10 minutes after you join, and then it'll repeat every 50 minutes after that. And then this is an on connect message that has a 2-minute delay that welcomes you to the server with the provided name with that hashtag name. This up here, the name will shut down in T-minus minutes deadline. This is actually your reset timer. So this is the message that pops up in game and your reset timer. The messages file is completely simple. Once you remove all that junk, this is all you have. Super easy. Black and white, bro. I mean, you just gotta look at it, check it out. So that's it. That's how I configure my DayZ server. Remove that the transit bus. We're gonna do a reset on fresh server and look at the RPT log here after this little break. Pause. Just going through, there's one more I had missed. I had missed the weather file with removing these. I'm gonna fix that and then reset. There's always gonna be some hiccups with DayZ, so I'm gonna remove these spaces again, and I'm gonna remove all these mention outs that are in here because there's a lot in the weather file. So I'll be back after that. Alright, so as you can see, got rid of all those mention outs. It's a lot simpler of a file. We're going to replace all on these. We're going to hit save, and then I'm going to go back and reset again, see if we get a cleaner RPT. Alright, so I'm in my server right now. Everything's spawning, stuff moves fine, it's great, smooth. So, I mean, so you could see making those changes made my server still run. You can see those changes in RPT because your RPT tells you your issues if you look in the right spots. And that's how you set up your DayZ server, man. I mean, you got to make those necessary changes because, you know, the formatting isn't proper. And a lot of the console servers right now, they're so bad with bad formatting that it takes the amount of time that it took me to open this door, open and close this many times. It takes that long for it to do it once on most of these high pop console servers because they are lagging so bad that they can't even move. And of course, you're not going to see performance like improvements really. Like, this is going to be the same as if you get a new server. But what I'm saying is, these spaces issues and those formatting problems are the issue with DayZ servers right now. That's what's wrong with our DayZ servers. If you fix those, you're going to have 10 times better movement, gameplay, everything, even better than official servers. So just fix your server, man. Make DayZ great again. Don't listen to these people that are just trying to get money from you, because that's all they're trying to do.